We made love every day for 14 days without an orgasm.
Yeah, this might be the weirdest video we ever done, or like one of them.
So hello and welcome to a whole new video. In this video we're gonna talk about sex.
Making love. I prefer saying making love.
Okay. Yeah, of course you prefer saying that. If you have like maybe struggles in your relationship or in like your love life or something, this video might be the solution, or it might open up for solutions for you and your partner. So yeah, I think this is something that should be taught in schools as well.
Exactly. And are we, after this experience, anti-orgasm? Will we have more orgasm? Yeah, you have to stay tuned to the end to find out the answer.
My friend, Mrs. Sunshine, shout out to her, you know who you are. She recommended this video for me, and I was so skeptical, because we had like a week earlier talked about why do people become like pedophiles, and then she was like, oh, in this video that I just watched, he talked about it, why people are like so disturbed sexually, and I was like, oh really? And then I watched it, and then I was like, wow, everything in this makes so much sense. Not only the thing about how people are so disturbed sexually nowadays, but also about why relationships end. And it was like, oh my gosh, I showed it to Solomon and I was like, we need to try this. So this video is made by Gene, and he has the YouTube channel Astral Doorway, where he makes amazing spiritual videos, and he is really into this like old Gnostic teachings and everything. So it's a super interesting YouTube channel if you want to learn more about spirituality, chakras, Tantra, Gnostic teachings, astral projection, and yeah. Yeah, I will throughout this video show a bit some parts from his video, and I will also link to his video down in the description below.
This practice is totally radical and revolutionary and nothing short of divine and magical. It will destroy everything that you think you know about sex. Truly, the way we approach sex in today's society is totally backwards and unconscious. It doesn't make sense the way we approach it when you really understand this teaching in this video.
So in his video he will explain more about what this Tantra thing is. I don't want to go into depth in this video because he explains it so well, and he has so many good sources in his video with science and everything about how an orgasm works the same way in the brain like heroin does.
It's an interview with someone called Marnia Robinsons. She wrote a book called Cupid's Poisoned Arrow. She goes fantastically into a very modern take and scientific take on why this practice is the only thing that can heal a couple, with a lot of science and research backed up on it. For example, there was a brain scan done on people experiencing orgasm, and they found that the brain activity showed basically the same results as someone taking heroin. And she goes into how our brain chemistry can take weeks to recover from that and start to be able to focus again on bonding with our partner properly.
It makes so much sense, not only on like an spiritual level but also like physically. He explains so well how when we experience an orgasm, how like it short circuits inside of us, like a light bulb like explodes.
Men are positively charged and women are negatively charged. That doesn't mean they're bad, right? It's just electricity. Now, what happens when the positive vertical is combined with the negative horizontal? Energy is created. We have the cross. So look at any battery or light bulb. It needs the positive and the negative charge to create light. Energy flows through the currents and there is light, right? Now, what happens if there is too much unstable energy, like flowing through the currents. Orgasm happens. The electricity explodes. Then there is no more light. There is no more energy. No more attraction between the male and female currents. Darkness arises, and to put it in human terms, troubles start happening in paradise.
And it takes away this amazing energy that you can use for other stuff.
Yeah, we release the energy so it leaves our body.
Yeah, so you can be like unmotivated, dull, like. But if you have this energy still inside of you, you get more powerful.
And you can use it in your daily life.
Yes.
So, but yeah, we will not cover the whole teaching where it comes from, and so check his video for that. This is gonna cover our experience. I'm just gonna say I was super skeptical when you showed me this video. Like,
of course, you're a man.
Yeah, yeah, it might be that way.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in all old teachings, where we come from, our ancient history. Like, it's something we share. Like, we both are very interested in these things. So I felt like, even if it, my ego said like, oh no, I don't want to try this. I still felt like somehow what he was talking about made so much sense, and it was like, okay, yeah, we might have to try this. And the first days like of this, I mean, we have 2 small kids, so we really had to arrange how to make this work.
So we went up 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did it. The first thing in the morning, we took a shower and got ourselves pretty and ready, and then we did it so long. Like, when we have orgasms, we only did it for like a few minutes, you know, because just get it over with. We have kids, we have other things to do. But now when we went up 5 in the morning and we didn't have orgasms, we could go for so long. It was weird, because I thought that it would be hard to do it more than a few minutes, you know, but it was so easy, and it was so intense. We came into this weird state, you know. So the average time we did it for was like 30 to 60 minutes.
And I thought it was gonna be like, oh, how am I gonna last this? But it's a totally different mindset when you go in for it to just enjoy the act. Also, I mean, the first minutes when you stop, like when you're done, then you feel a little disappointed. But 10 minutes after, you can feel like you have this energy in you that you can bring onto your day. You have like this power, this happiness. I don't know how to explain it, but I really agree with Jean. You can feel you have this energy to be able to use for other things. Already first day, you could feel, oh, this is interesting. Afterwards, we were very romantic and touching, and
yeah, so it was even when the sex part ended, it was like we kept on going the whole day. It was very romantic and nice. Hello, sex machine. Okay, so today is what? Day 2.
we just started a new video.
We're having sex, making love.
Did you have to make that?
Yeah, I'm showing because penis inside vagina, like real sex. Not just kissing, cuddling, like real boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But no orgasm, so it's amazing. Something else happens. It feels so good all the time, you know. And we're just doing it for so long, like an hour. But
Okay, the thing is,
it's like the act isn't ending. So now I'm like, you know. And we didn't feel irritated afterwards, because many times when you have you was watching, we have small children, know what I mean? When you have the goal, oh, let's have an orgasm, and then the kids like wake up or disturbs in any way, you really get so pissed, like, oh, it was almost done, yo, why did you destroy this? But now when if one of the kids woke up or anything, we didn't care because we were like, okay, we can finish. We have been doing it for over an hour anyways, and we're not gonna have an orgasm, so we don't care, you know. It's like, yeah.
So also the part, like, we don't usually before this we didn't go up 5 a.m. to have intercourse or like make love. So I mean that part is hard to determine how much did that affect our like happiness and so on, but it really feels like most of it had to do with us containing the energy, not releasing, not making this short circuit. But it was like taking some drug a lot of times. You felt like
Yeah, I felt like high and happy. I felt very sexy and attractive.
You are.
Yeah, but I felt like that a lot afterwards because I felt like because when we have had sex other times with an orgasm, and afterwards it's like you turn around like I'm gonna sleep, I'm tired. It was like you were like.
I don't agree with that statement, but
yeah, but I felt like okay. I don't know. I felt more insecure afterwards before. Not like in the beginning we were dating, and that's been like in my other relationships as well. The first months has been really good, but then always things happen and you break up, and he explains it very well in the video why it could be like that, and it makes so much sense. So please watch that video, especially if you have like issues with relationships, or if you think that your relationship is going to end or anything, maybe this can be the saving part. Our relationship was not about to end, but it
improved a lot.
It improved a lot, and it can always improve even more. So,
in normal goal-orientated sex, having orgasms all the time only fuels more passion, and instead of satisfaction, there is depletion. This is why in French the euphemism for orgasm is la petite mort, which means little death. And as you know, after orgasm, you just go to sleep disinterestedly like you're dead, right? What are we making? Love or death? It's usually a little harder for women to notice how their orgasm affects their relationship. I would say it usually manifests more as irritation with her husband, insecurities, neediness, dissatisfaction, things like that. Whereas for the man, it's just like he doesn't care anymore, right? The scientific video I mentioned at the start of this video goes into how orgasm creates these animal hormones in our brain that basically tell us to not like our partner anymore.
I really think this can be one of the most important tools for you to help your relationship if you are struggling.
Yeah, and
seriously.
Yeah, and if you are like disturbed sexually and have like weird fetishes and stuff, he explains that very well as well. Like after a while, when you are in a relationship, maybe you want to bring in sex toys, start spanking and stuff like that to make it sexy again. It's because you're releasing that energy all the time, and then you want more, you want more, you want more. You're not satisfied with just like doing making love anymore. You want to start to do weird fetish stuff. And I'm not judging, but I mean many times people are not into that in the beginning, but then they want more, like a dopamine kick,
depleting their dopamine system. So this is like the reason why I stopped with porn in the beginning, was that I wanted to level out my dopamine, to dopamine detox, to be able to function better in my daily life. If you're depleting your dopamine system with porn or other stuff like mobile games, casino, alcohol, I don't know, food, there's thousands of things. Then the kick you get to do the things that take you forward in life is so small, so you don't want to go after that, because the brain is always going to take the shortcuts. It wants to, which is the easiest dopamine I can take. So you need to practice your discipline. So if you're in a place now in your relationship, or even if you're single and watching this movie where you watch a lot of porn and you feel like most of the time I don't feel good, most likely the big problem can be you are depleting your dopamine system. But there's so much information out there about this nowadays, so go search for dopamine detoxes then.
Sexual energy is not something wrong or sinful. It is a gift from nature, from literally Mother Nature. The problem is we are taking all of that energy and expelling it. Or maybe you're good at transmuting your energy as a single person, but you're not really using that energy, that electricity, to its full potential. If you really want to transmute and harness sexual energy, you need alchemy, this practice of white Tantra.
Sexual energy is the Kundalini, is the serpent power, is the divine power. If you dissipate it in orgasm, you lose it. If you conserve it, you raise the power, raise the orgiastic feeling, but don't have orgasm. Instead, direct the sexual energy up the spine into the head, you'll get illumination.
Yeah, he explains very well about porn in his video as well, about how most of us nowadays get our sex education from watching porn. Like the first time I watched porn was with a friend when I was 9. So most kids see it before like the age of 12. It's crazy. That's how we learn. Oh, is this what sex is? Like, of course, people are disturbed and sexually growing up thinking that's how it's supposed to be.
Also in our world nowadays, at least the Western world, even in school, I was taught like, yeah, the focus is both should have orgasm. We had a really amazing teacher in school, but I think most of us are taught the natural thing is that you should achieve orgasm all the time. And what Gene and this whole teaching means, like, we got it all backwards. This is one of the big problems, what the teaching is saying. And I could absolutely agree with this. After doing this and feeling this like health benefits and my patience, everything, I felt an improvement in everything. Calm, patient, like attractive.
I felt so sexy.
Like on a cloud.
After
living on a cloud. So yeah, should we answer some questions?
Yeah, I made a poll thing on my Instagram where people could write questions. So let's answer some of them.
Yeah. How did you manage to end before climax? It was more easy than you might imagine, and I think it was with the mindset. You know, you were when you went in that you were not gonna achieve this, so it was like much easier to be on the edge all the time without achieving climax.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to explain better, but I think it has to do with the mindset.
Yeah, and it was so nice to be on the edge all the time, you know, so it was, you didn't want to have an orgasm because it felt really good.
You're probably thinking, that sounds boring, right? No, quite the opposite. And when you understand this, you'll eventually find orgasms are actually the boring thing in sex.
Yeah, by the time, like after a couple of days, you felt like you would waste everything if you would achieve the climax. So in the beginning you were like, but it was still much easier. But after like 4 or 5 days, you were like, then you were satisfied.
Yeah.
But still you could feel like the first minute when you stopped the act, you were like, But then, yeah, the energy I talk about.
Yeah.
Good morning.
What have you been doing?
The sun is shining, life is good. Yes. I love it.
What day is it now? Like 12 or?
Yeah, it's amazing. The days just flying by like on a cloud, like. And what's the purpose of this whole practice? Yeah, you can answer that.
We did it because we wanted to improve our relationship, and it worked, I think.
And we are into trying stuff
Yeah,
as
we like
you
to.
might have noticed.
Yeah,
you know.
on our channel, yeah, we try lots of things.
As one video coming up soon where we only eat apples 14 days. Make sure, follow us. Is it enjoyable? Is it hard? How do I introduce this to my partner? I would say actually like ask him to watch Jean's video
Yeah, do
for
it.
at least 50 minutes. Tell him, can you please watch this with me for 15 minutes? Watch it first yourself if you haven't seen it. And then you ask him, can we watch this video 50 minutes? Because when she told me about this video, I think it was like weeks before I actually saw it, because I was like, I don't want to see a video where they say we should not achieve, you know, climax. So, but when we watched it together, like even after like a couple of minutes, how he is like, I just got, okay, let's do this.
Yeah,
So that's my best advice. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, I agree.
White Tantra is the solution to everything. It will just balance the world if everyone practiced it. You might be saying, okay, Jean, calm down. It can't be the solution to everything. Well, try it out for yourself and see how it will change every single dimension of your life, because this is a new sort of sexuality that it changes you, it refines and molds you and improves you. It improves your mood, health, intellect, relationships, work, deeper meditation, astral projection. Consciousness will awaken very fast and one's life will change very fast.
I would love to know the outcome of it.
Yeah, I think we have explained it really good. I think it was good for our relationship and our energy levels, and how I can only talk about myself, but I think it was good for my view of myself and our relationship and my energy levels and productivity and stuff like that.
So like all areas in life, it improved.
What was the benefits? Was orgasm after the 14 days better than usual?
I don't remember now. Like, do you remember?
Yeah, I remember, and it was very intense and long. So, yeah, yeah. But afterwards, I
regret a little.
Yeah, I thought, why did I do it? It was very nice, but then I was like, it felt better the whole day afterwards when I didn't orgasm. So,
Yeah.
So.
And you might wonder if we going to continue with this in the future from now on, and I would say definitely yes. Like actually most of the time I would personally I don't feel like I wanna do it to have reached climax anymore. I'm looking forward more to do it this way, the tantric teachings.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have climaxes? Yeah, of course, but it will be much more unusual and much more common for us to do it this new way. So this introduced us to a whole new world actually. And strongly recommend to try this out, and strongly recommend watch Jean's video for a first introduction. And thank you, Jean, thank you all for watching this video. I hope it gave you some inspiration to try this out and that you might learn something from this video. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to push the thumbs up and
subscribe and turn on the bell button so you won't miss when we update. We are making lots of fun challenges like this on our channel, so you don't want to miss out. And if you have an idea of a fun challenge or something that you want us to try, please comment down below. We love to try stuff. So
exactly, and share this to your friend, the most addicted friend you have. Like
that friend that you know is addicted to porn. Share this video and Jean's video, and share this to your friends that you know have issues with their relationships.
Yeah.
This might be the solution.
Yeah.
I think it might be. I truly believe it could be for most people's relationships.
Namaste, see you, bye bye.
You come together, you have sex, and then you finish without orgasm. So the attraction, the love, the eroticism is still there. Even though the sexual energy is not being stimulated in the sexual organs anymore, the purity of the energy can still be enjoyed by other means, such as holding hands, looking at each other in the eyes, having fun with each other, having long conversations. It's all deepened. Affections, touches, kisses, dancing, laughing, right? Romantic things. All of the mundane things become more fulfilling again, just as they were in the beginning of your relationship.